Questliner is a bulk carrier specializing in hazardous chemicals. We service all 48 states, plus Canada and Mexico. Currently our tractor count is at 240 with 440 trailers. We currently have local, regional, and long haul. Local is going to be your most strenuous on the grease with the amount of drop and hooks and also the amount of bobtail that can be incurred with this driver. He's going to have his fifth wheel exposed to the weather a lot more. He's also going to be hooking and detaching from different trailers multiple times a day in different kind of conditions. So what we need is a grease that's going to be held onto that fifth wheel and not be scraped off in the middle of the driver's day where he has to stop and reapply a grease. Also with the local driver, he does a lot of city driving where there's a lot of yawing, sharp turns, which can really play havoc on that fifth wheel. In order to make sure we maneuver properly and safely, the tractor and the trailer need to be pulling behind with as little friction as possible. Some of the challenges that we incur with our regional and long haul are a little bit different than local, as the truck and trailer aren't maneuvering within city limits or detaching and attaching to trailers on multiple times. However, they are exposed to different climates. We can start off again in Houston, and our long haul driver may end in 2 days up in Seattle or in New York City. So with these occasions, you have road grime, you have salt from the roads during the winter months that can also get on that fifth wheel. Even though it's still hooked to a trailer, it can still be exposed to that fifth wheel, causing grime, rust, or the grease to even come off. This is a huge challenge that we have because the drivers, while they're going 600 miles in one day, don't need to be stopping periodically to make sure that they re-grease their trailer, especially if that trailer's loaded, because you can't unhook from the trailer at that time. While that truck's out on the road, it could be up to 90 days before it's scheduled back for its preventive maintenance. While out there, we need to ensure that that grease that is in its component doesn't gel up when it's too cold or get too thin when it's hot out. These kind of instances could happen if that leaks out of that component. We then have a part that's going to be replaced a lot faster than what its lifespan should be. The application of this product we actually tried in 2 different temperature ranges here in Houston at 120 degrees, even with that fifth wheel being greasy and the grease even being hot, still applied very easily and held to that fifth wheel. And then on the other side of the spectrum, while in North Dakota in the winter months, we found that the application of this product in sub-zero temperatures was very easy and also held to the fifth wheel with little work needed. In this trial of using this grease, we found that our local driver wasn't having to come into the shop as often to re-grease that fifth wheel. Also, the amount of exposure his fifth wheel had to the weather climate did not cause for any rust or dry spots to incur on that fifth wheel. Our long haul driver wasn't needing to re-grease his fifth wheel as often, and when he needed to, he had that grease readily accessible to apply when he was out on the road. Working with the Mystik team and their quality product has been a very enjoyable experience. I look forward to a continued relationship and experiences down the road with them.